Hi, everybody. I'm Mel Doerr, the Aloha Shirt Psychic. Not your average psychic. Somebody sent me this shirt. And I have got Kim Copeland on tonight. And if you want to get in touch with her, that's Kim at mediumkim.com or go to her YouTube channel, thumbs up, Medium Kim. Hi, Kim.
Thank you, Mel. I
So,
love doing these shows with you. Thank
me
you for having
too.
me.
And we have a sponsor. I'm so excited. Uh,
What?
Yes, we have a sponsor. But first of all, why don't you tell everybody about your doggies, the two doggies that you have, what kind they are?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I have a golden retriever named Isabella. She's 3, and she is very um, smart, very smart, but high anxiety. I get the vacuum out, she runs, things like that. The refrigerator door open, she runs. Open the oven door, she runs. Anyway, but she's lovely. She loves to play ball. And she's very, if you don't play ball every day, well, it's not a day. I mean, you got to have it. Every day is a ball day. And then I have my other one who is a half golden retriever, half black lab. So it kind of looks like a black golden retriever. And she is very mellow. She's sick. She's very mellow. You can vacuum all around her. If you say to move, she'll move over just a couple inches. And she's okay with the ball. She didn't care about the ball so much.
Have you ever heard of a snow lab,
No.
like a white lab?
Well, a white lab, well, maybe.
Well, I've got a story for you.
Okay.
We've got a sponsor tonight, and the sponsor is Leslie Lapowski, and she has a product called mintblizzardsbones.com. That's mintblizzardsbones.com. And if you'd like to go to her website, here again, Mint, M-I-N-T, Blizzards, Blizzards, Bones, BONES.com. And if you want to get a hold of Leslie, you can call 847-350-8223. I remember back in 2019, she was on a cruise with us on the Danube River, and I had stinky garlic, nasty breath. I go, anybody got a breath mint? And she handed me this bone. It was like she gave me a little mint in the shape of a bone. It was this beautiful little tin. And she goes, I said, these are really good. You got to market these. She goes, I am already, but I just got to get around to it. I said, you got to do this. So she just contacted me. And, I'm going to read the story a little bit if you don't mind.
Go for it. Yeah.
So that, okay. Um, she said that, once upon a time, a grand idea was born. Breath mints and collectible tins. It's a product that encompasses Leslie's love for animals, especially dogs, in the form of breath mints for humans. She was a hairstylist, and she says, in between clients, she would put a breath mint in her mouth so she became an expert on every kind, flavor, shape, because nobody wants nasty human breath when you're working on somebody. So she had this idea, and she couldn't think of a name, but she had a snow lab named Blizzard. So one
Oh.
day she says to her dog, Blizzard, get over here. And that's how the tale begins, right?
Oh.
She realized how well Blizzard complemented Bones. So Blizzard Bones. Blizzard was her first yellow lab, actually a snow lab. And she said he was special. She said the bond that she had with this dog was so unique. And she said she knows that her guides put him there to create this product with her. And she said she never, ever thought her life would go toward creating a breath mint. She was a stylist. That's what you get for thinking one thing, right? The guys tell us something else, right? Anyway, she said, she'd eat them in, as I said, before and after each new client. She said, being aware of bad, or should we say dog breath? No, maybe bad human breath. Um, So anyway, she also ran a rescue for dogs, and she
Wow.
said she saved every four-legged animal she could. And she thought it would be fun to make this bone-shaped mint for the human. It was perfect, according to Leslie. A gift from the dog to their human.
Oh my gosh.
And she says after she has a blizzard's bone, she can kiss her dogs with fresh breath.
That's great.
She had to learn how to make the mints, though. That was tough
Oh,
because she said she was clueless. And many of us, if we start on something new, and this is a message for all of us, we think we're clueless. We let the fear hold us back. But she stepped out of the fear and she had the tenacity. And she was the daughter of a sales rep. So she wasn't afraid to ask questions. So if you all are fearful, ask questions. Yay, Leslie, right?
wow.
But first she had to find a company that would make mints, right?
Oh,
Then she said she had to make like 100 different molds uh, to go on the machine to get the shape correct.
wow.
And she said she thought you only needed one mold, and wrong. Then she had to learn the flavoring. So she had to learn flavor profiles, and she had to learn a little of this, a little of that. And the mint was born. And then came the packaging, the advertising, the finding the warehouse space, getting the advertising revenue. But she said every time she wanted to give up, Blizzard looked at her with those soulful eyes and said, Mom, it's only money. She says, remember
Oh,
one thing in business and life. No, and I love this. This is so cool. There's so many messages in this. Leslie, you did a great job with these messages. You're her guides, I think, guided her hand in this. She said, no is just the starting point of negotiation.
oh my gosh, that's awesome.
She said, and I was told no many, many times. But with Blizzard by my side, my dog by my side, we continued our journey. She said, having the gift of gab, like we don't have, she enjoyed every minute, even though she wanted to give up. She kept going forward, and she met so many other crazy dog loving humans,
Oh my gosh.
right? As time went on, her beloved Blizzard got to see his photo on packaging, magazine articles, but he sadly went to the Rainbow Bridge. Um, he had a good life, travel, fame, brother and sister doggies, and of course, Leslie, his mom.
Wow.
Um, okay, so as time went on, Blizzard Bones shipped to Europe, Australia, Canada, and every state in the United States.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so let's see here. Um, she says that she's on Blizzard number 3 right now. Uh, after Blizzard 1 passed, you guys got to hear this. Talk about synchronicity. Um, she said after Blizzard 1 passed, her rescue took in a pregnant female from Texas, and Leslie got her here to Illinois ASAP. 12 puppies later,
Oh my gosh.
there was a male snow lab in the litter. Leslie said, "No more dogs." Yeah, right. We've heard that, right? She said it 10 times, but by the 11th time, she had a new pup. And she said she usually adopts the seniors, but this one stole her heart. And guess what his name was? Blizzard 2. Fortunately, Blizzard 2 passed away at the age of 5. But then she rescued a chocolate lab. But of course, he couldn't be a Blizzard, so he became a Barney. But you know what? Barney needed a playmate.
Oh no.
So guess what? Another dog and her litter of pups arrived from Tennessee, one of which was a white lab. Do,
No way.
do I do it? Do I not
Oh
do it?
my gosh.
The whole rescue organization kept sending her photos. No, I'm too old for a puppy. I'm not doing it, Leslie said. We know the end of the story, right? She needed a blizzard. She asked the universe to remind her, should she keep the business going? And the universe sent her Blizzard 3.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Um, so she said, what's better for an all-white dog who loves the snow? So all the Blizzards love their mommy. This one included his brothers and his favorite dog sitter. And Leslie says, you know who you are. And she ends by saying, have a fresh breath day. Love, Leslie, Blizzard, and Jenny. She said, Jenny is the common sense person. I'm the dreamer. Isn't that a
Huh,
great story?
that's an amazing story. I'm going to order some.
So
Wow.
if you want to contact Leslie, go to Leslie, Leslie, at Mint, MINT, Blizzards, BLIZZARDS, Bones, BONES.com, Leslie at mintblizzardsbones.com, or call 847-350-8223. Or if you want to visit the website, mintblizzardsbones.com. And you know, Mother's Day's coming up. Wouldn't it be
Oh,
great for Fido or Blizzard to give Mama a box of mint blizzard bones?
oh my gosh, that is so amazing. I wonder, can the dogs eat them too? Probably not.
I'm sure, yeah.
Okay. So it can be human and dog mints.
And dogs. And I can personally say I've had one of these things and they are amazing.
Okay. Good. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. That's beautiful. That's a
And
beautiful
Leslie's going to
story.
be watching tonight. So sometimes I mix her name up with her friend Kathy because Kathy came with us on the trip. So hi, Kathy, as well. But Leslie's here and she's got all of her friends watching and everybody out there on my channel, Kim's channel. You know what? Order a box of these. I'm telling you, they're amazing. You can even get gift bags of them. They are so
Okay.
cool. Now she's going to put other dogs on there. She wants to put my dog Lucky on there. So maybe
What?
you can talk her into putting one of your dogs on there too, Kim.
Well, yeah, okay, we'll see.
Oh, come on, be a sport.
Okay, well, I would like it, but okay, that's awesome.
The
I mean, I know
dogs
she's
won't mind.
got that's a beautiful story. Wow.
Story. And there's a lot of, I gotta ask Leslie when I talked to her if maybe her guides inspired this because I'm sure it was spirit inspired. Because when I was practicing doing recordings on Zoom to do this lead in, I kept screwing up and I'm like, "Rah, rah." And my guide said, Mel, just be you. And um, when I read and reread, I kept seeing all these messages like, don't give up. No is a negotiating point. And it was like, yes. And so, and how
I
our
think
animals and our spirit animals inspire us.
that's what I think. It's her. Well, Blizzard, not only Blizzard, but her guides and her animal guides had to have, of course.
Absolutely. I totally
I
agree.
see, as we're talking about her, I know we're talking about Blizzard. I see White Owl with her
Ooh,
as her one of her guides, a
white
white
owl.
owl.
Ooh,
I don't
that's
even know what white
wisdom.
owl.
That's wisdom and sight. Owl sees at night in the day, and owl strikes that balance.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I feel like White Owl's on her shoulder all the time. That's why, whew, that's got to be one of her leaders in the spirit world there. You
Oh,
know, yeah, that's beautiful. So Mel,
yes, ma'am.
um, somebody asked and Jet's mom is one who asked this. How do you discover your spirit animal? Or sometimes people say power animal. I have an idea, but what do you think?
Well, from the time I was a kid, I always liked wolves.
Oh,
And then I used to go to a spiritualist camp in Indiana, and one of the she's dead now. And then I used to study at the First Temple of Universal Law here in Chicago. That was Reverend Charlotte Bright way back in the 70s, and Reverend Wanda McClanahan in Northbrook. And then I started studying, Native American ways. But they all said to me, your animal is wolf. And I've always liked wolf. So does my great niece, so does my nephew. And so I just kind of figured it out. And I've always loved wolves. So wolf is the direction of the south, which means the keeper of the intuition.
Mm,
And the wolf's power ally is Grandmother Moon. So Wolf talks to Grandmother Moon, "Arr, arr, arr," and Grandmother Moon gives Wolf intuition. Wolf is also the clan's greatest teacher. Uh,
teacher.
so, so a lot of times you can just see an animal over and over again, and that would be a power animal. Like I was reading somebody today, and I said, you know, your mother is showing me a crow, and I said, this crow keeps coming up. Uh,
Yeah.
and she said, "Oh my God, I was thinking of my mother, and this crow keeps sitting on my window." I said, "That would be a power animal for you, and that would be your mom letting you know that she's around."
Yeah, I love that too. Oh, and
So
crows, of course,
that's how we
very
figure it out.
common.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
That's kind of how you figure it out, or
That's
whatever
one
your
way.
favorite
Yeah.
animal
For me,
is.
elephant.
I'm sorry.
Elephant is my thing. I've
Okay,
always loved elephants, and I've did research on elephants even in high school. And but I have more than one. I mean, just
we
like you
all
probably
do.
do too. But that was one thing. But also when I was doing a meditation back, this around 1995, I was just in a regular meditation, and I saw an elevator coming down, and out of the elevator came an elephant. And this elephant was dressed in all the beautiful like blue and red emerald or stones, had on it looked like it from India, Asia, an Asian elephant. And I said, well, what is your name? And I felt Estelle, and Estelle is like star. And so I used to even, so that was, I never forgot that. Estelle has been with me. I used to even have the back of my car license plate. I changed it to Estelle because I wanted Estelle to be with me wherever I went as a protector. And I even always would have a gray car. Now I've advanced to more of an aqua car, but I love the color gray because it always reminds me of elephant. But so that's one way. I agree. That is one way. But also just in a meditation, you might constantly, like lately for me, I've been seeing lion every time I meditate. And I even brought this book, The Mystery of the White Lions. There is something about lion as a healer. And so that has been really strong lately for me. It just shows up like just like this, in my face in a meditation. But also some people can use a journey, the shamanic journey, traditional journey. And they say when you go through the traditional shamanic journey, when you see that animal 3 times, then you know it's one of your power animals. But I do know we have a lot. The people who love animals can have a zoo full. It's not just one or two.
I've got
I
a
mean,
whole arc. I mean,
yes, me too, me too.
but wolf was one of mine. I love elephants. Elephants, by the way, they're very family oriented, and
Yeah,
that's why they don't put them in zoos anymore. Because if they're single, they really get depressed. So they really need to be in their family, and they stay in that family for life, and they
yeah.
mourn their dead. Um, and they really do have good memories. Uh, you know, um, look on Ask a Mortician with Caitlin Dowdy. She just did a thing on that elephant in Hawaii back in the 70s that was killed and went rogue. But she talks about why it went rogue. And
Mm.
because of that elephant dying, it brought about a lot of animal rights movements and not putting these animals and chaining them up in circuses because their lives were horrible. They need to be in the wild, they need to be free.
Yeah, they're still in the zoo though, but I don't think they're being added to circuses anymore.
They're
I mean, at least in the United States.
no.
Yeah. Oh, I've done a lot of protesting. I've called the zoos. Let me see what's going on in in the Portland Zoo. I emailed so many times. They let me go back and see the elephants, with the zookeeper. And they said, see, we're not doing anything bad. But the thing is, they still had the bull hooks. No, it was, it's not. No, I don't care. Zoo is no place for an elephant.
They need to be in families. They really do. Um, I love giraffes. I love lions. Um, yeah, when you meditate, when you go to the different worlds, you'll see your power animals, whatever plants come through, those are your power plants. your colors, your power colors.
Yep. Life color. Yeah.
Dog is one of my power animals.
Imagine that.
Go figure. I think dog is number one, actually.
Well, dog and wolf are so close.
They are very close.
Right, right.
Also,
Well, I know,
gorillas. We're going to go see the mountain gorillas. I felt very
I
close.
know that's pretty soon.
Yeah, June the 7th, we're leaving. I'm excited.
I can't wait. One of these days, I want to go to Africa with you. I hope,
Well, in 2025, I'll put a tour together. So,
Okay, okay. Yeah, I know for me, when I did my first drum, I did elephant, lion, frog, which is about new beginnings, renewal, and then bunny rabbit. Also about kind of new things as well, and innocence.
Earth Re-Beginnings is about listening because rabbit has big ears. It's about hearing. It's about honoring the physical senses as well.
Yeah, yeah. Notice I wore a cat shirt tonight.
I love it.
Okay, so
I like bear. Bear is really neat.
yes,
Eagle. I love eagle. That's one of my favorites as well. I've got all kinds of animals that I work with.
yes. I had a friend who was a chiropractor. He's in spirit now. When I first met him, I could see objectively outside of my mind's eye, he had a hawk on his shoulder. And when he passed, and I just always saw this hawk with him. And somebody else in our chat had asked about hawk because they see hawk a lot.
Messenger of spirit. Hawk is messenger of spirit.
Yes, yes, yes. So he had this hawk, and he was a wonderful healer. And I remember, and we became good friends. And when after he passed, I was going to get a colonoscopy. Well, as I was going, I was walking my dogs, and it was that morning I was going to go for this, and then I see hawk in the tree, which I'd never seen it. So every day I go to this thing, there's hawk in the tree. I knew that was him, my friend. Let me know it's all okay. It's gonna be okay, kind of like I'm with you.
I got cold chills when you said that. I was walking outside of my house this morning, and I looked to my right, and there was this dove on the ground. Didn't fly off. It just looked at me, and I thought, "Ooh, dove is sending me a message." And I think it was sending me a message about my health, that it would be okay.
Yes, peace, peace. Cranial sacral, by the way, for what we talked about earlier.
Okay.
All right. For you. Okay, cranial sacral.
I'll have my friend Nancy Regan do it. Nancy Regan is wonderful. Hi, Nancy. I'm plugging everybody tonight. Shout out to Nancy.
Awesome.
She's a wonderful healer.
I just saw a spirit in your room, by the way, in your right corner over there. I just saw something move. I'm not even sure what it was. I think it was an animal, though. I think it might have been a bird. But just let you know, I just noticed that.
Well, that dove was sitting there so beautiful and just looking at me, and I was like, wow. So
that feels like peace to me. Yeah, peace. It's all okay.
I hope it means my health will be okay.
Yeah, I know that it is. I think you're right. That's what it is.
Okay.
Because that's what you're concerned about. That's the message you need today, Mel.
Thank you.
I also see another bird on your shoulder too. I want to say it's the other on your left.
Okay.
I see a bird there, and it's more like a parrot bird. It's a rainforest bird. And it's something about your, well, I know this is about intuition. Oh, it's about travel too. Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be, of course, about travel? But it's also about your hearing and your ability. Birds always about the messages and hearing. So this is something I think with your health as well. Travel, health, hearing.
Well, it is Meniere's disease that's flaring up, and so my right ear is almost gone, and my left ear is my best ear, and I can hear out of it. And actually, my favorite birds is the macaw.
That's what it feels. It's like a colorful rainforest bird like that.
I love those birds.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Or even toucans, but I like macaw.
Toucans are nice too. Yeah, I've seen toucans in Ecuador. Jasmine is wondering, can you share, hi Kim and Mel, can you share a message from an animal guide who wants to work with me? Thank you. Just as Jasmine, and I know Jasmine.
I'm picking up eagle, which is the direction of the east, and it's saying that you need to pay attention to your mediumship, because the east opens the doors for ancestral spirits to come in.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh. I'm getting the chills on that.
an eagle flies high and it's got its nest really high and it has its mate there. And people think that eagle's lonely, but it's not. It flies, it's got a very keen eye. So it's about opening your clairvoyance. Uh, but also sometimes when we get into our mediumistic work and our intuitive work, we forget to ground ourselves, but eagle has to come down to ground to get food to survive. So eagle strikes the balance between flight and staying grounded. So it's about balance both as well.
Wow. That I know Jasmine, and that resonates. I'm getting the chills, by the way, when you said that.
Okay, good.
She's very good. She's very intuitive and very psychic. And last night, actually, when you mentioned ancestral, she and we were just in a meditation together doing ancestral healing.
There you go.
So, I mean, I'm telling you, that's right on. But I also feel Jaguar with her. And the Jaguar is about the power of the medicine woman. That's what I want to say to her. She's a
Feminine
medicine woman.
energy.
Yes, very feminine energy. And of course, it's sitting in the way I'm seeing Jaguar now, sitting in the tree, beautiful. She's a medicine woman, and I want her to acknowledge that and embrace it.
I picked up panther.
Oh,
Uh,
Panther, yeah.
a black panther. A panther is a leopard, really, without the spots. But
Well, that's what I was thinking is black. What I'm seeing is black.
it's still feminine medicine. Um, you know, uh, Jaguar is about observing. It's about stealth. Um, it's about it waits before it pounces, so it knows how to use its power appropriately. And it's a message to hook into your inner power, that Jaguar medicine, the feminine, and and always use it appropriately. And you will.
Oh, she is. Oh, yeah. It's perfect for her. Thank you. Yeah,
Well,
gorgeous. All right. What do you have there, Mel? A question?
let's see. I was just listening to you. Let me look. Okay. Uh, Deborah Godlewski, 780. Hello, Kim and Mel. Always have wondered if I have animal guide. Could you enlighten me if I do? We all have animal guides.
Mhm.
What are you picking up, Kim?
I get birds again with her, but it's a different kind of a bird. I'm getting little birds, songbirds first. I know there's more than this, but I'm just noticing that with her. And this tells me about her. Oh, well, I feel like it's her listening to her own intuition. It's like, don't forget to listen to that little voice within. But there's a lot of these colorful songbirds. And I see blue ones and yellow and green. Um, I also feel this, even though I know we're talking about birds and animals, but I also feel this connection to trees. I know the trees have to support the birds. So this would also be part of her team to have the trees with the birds.
A tree would be a power plant for her.
Yeah. I never even thought about a power plant, but yeah, that feels um
I saw a woodpecker.
did you? Okay.
They got their bill. They know how to use it to get their food, to get their sustenance. And it's about, using your gifts of spirit correctly to get your spiritual sustenance and know that the tree of life will sustain you. That's what woodpecker tells me.
Mm, yeah. I also feel she's a very nurturing person. So
Very.
yeah. So I mean, it's like she's the tree almost.
When you said that, though, I saw a mother bird like a robin, and she's got the babies in the nest, and they're opening their mouth, and mama's feeding them.
I know. I think if she's a mom, she's a great mom.
She's an excellent mom. So robin would be a cardinal animal for
Yeah. And remember, birds also are interdimensional because they live here, they can fly. I feel they're similar to angels. They are, and they're messengers. So, okay. Valerie S is wondering about a message from her spirit animal. Valerie S. Valerie S.
I see white buffalo.
Mm.
So white buffaloes come very rarely. And it's a symbol of unification, of a coming together. So Valerie, you would have a great gift of being able to pull people together, yourself included, which tells me you need to really delve into your healing abilities, the healing of people, of pulling them together.
Mm.
And so white buffalo is wisdom, it's unification. It's, you know, the idea when a white buffalo is born, it's an idea that all the tribes would unite and work together for the good of all. And so that's the message I'm getting.
Oh, wow. I'm getting also, along with this, it kind of correlates, is wolf, because wolf is a teacher. And, you know, because when you get into the north, you've mastered, you've gone from the east, south, west, and now you're in
Whole
the
medicine
master.
wheel.
Yeah, you're in the master position as a teacher, healer, just like you say. So, very powerful medicine Valerie has.
Very.
I also saw blue jay.
Oh,
So she's got to have some fun in there, some lightness and fun, and it's blue. And this is about healing because you know, it's a blue healer, the blue, and also the speaker. Okay, she's got to she's got to be a teacher.
it's opening up so others will hear. That's what the blue jay
Yes,
does.
you know how blue jays, isn't that they are the they let you know when
They
you're
let you
walking in
know
for,
because they're trying to tell other birds get out of here because they want their territory.
yeah, that, or if there's a hunter, they announce it.
Correct, they do.
Yeah, blue jays. Even though they're kind of scary for the little, I know when I feed the birds out here, when a scrub jay or blue jay come, oh man, no, the birds do not like it.
No, they ain't liking that much at all.
It's like similar to hawk, right? Hawk come, uh-oh, bye, see ya.
Yeah, it's like I'll talk to you later. I'm out of here.
Quickly, everybody, let's go. All
Okay, this
right.
is the long one.
Okay.
Um, it says I can't pronounce it. Dion now, Dion or something. Hi, Mel and Kim. I see hawks almost any time I leave my house to go to for a walk or drive anywhere. I've seen one sitting in a tree behind my house looking in the window at me, sitting on the fence of the community pools I'm driving around to leave, and even sitting in a small tree very close when driving through to pick up dinner. So I believe the hawk is my spirit animal, or at least there is some message for me. I do have some Cherokee blood and also believe I've had a past life as a Native American. Any insight about this as far as meeting, guidance, or message I should focus on? Thank you both for the efforts you put forth to make the world a better and more loving, peaceful place. Oh, that's cool. And then Jenny W says, oh my goodness, that happened to me and my kids after my first husband passed. He had said that it would come back, he would be an eagle. Well, we didn't see eagles, but for years we saw hawks whenever we went. Let's see. And after we moved out of the state, can't wait to hear what they have to say. Hawk is messenger of spirit. All right. Hawk has a shrill cry. So spirit is trying to get your attention. This would be a power animal for you. Um, it's about, here again, your mediumship, and about listening, your clairaudience, listening to what spirit is saying, that first thing that comes through. And if ever you get an analysis paralysis, is this me thinking this, is this da 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 da, call on Hawk. Hawk clarifies, but you have to pay attention to what Hawk is telling you and step out of the analysis paralysis. That's what I'm
Mm. Okay, yeah, and I also feel hawk is powerful medicine for Diana, and absolutely bring and embrace that. I think it's just power, and really, I also feel this whole ancestral line very strong with her, the
right.
Cherokee line, and all that, very much like this is her tribe. Like she could be one with Hawk. I think she could meditate with Hawk, and she could just imagine she and Hawk would be looking through the same eyes.
She was Native American in a lot of past lives. One, she
Okay.
was Mescalito Apache. Uh, and so if you start to see, like, well, eagle feathers, they're illegal to own unless you find one laying around. But if you start to see hawk feathers, they're about yay big. Pick it up and you learn how to cleanse your energy fields, because hawk feathers are very cleansing and very healing. And
Hmm.
remember to do that, by the way. Cleanse your energy.
Yeah, I like that too. I think I also feel like she's very psychic.
Right. Very.
Yeah, yeah.
Also an
Thank you.
empath. Also an empath.
Yeah, thank you, Diana. That's great. Okay. Mimi Joy.
Hi,
May I
Mimi.
have Mimi Joy? Do you know her? May I have a message from my animal guide? She says, Mimi Joy.
Let me
I
think.
see a four-legged something.
So do I.
Well, I'm first going to say skunk.
I was
Um,
pulling up skunk, and actually skunk,
what?
yeah, actually skunk is not a bad animal. Actually, skunk is a very metaphysical, powerful animal.
You were getting skunk too?
I was going to say skunk.
Well, we're on the same page. There we go. Um, but also her ability to um, decipher the environment. I somehow with skunk, you know how skunk, when they know when there's something's bad in the environment, they spray. I feel like that she has a very good ability to, well, like an empath, right? To know where to go, when to go, what, stay away from that area, and power too. I feel also a lot of Native American energy with her too,
And
ancestral or past lives or something.
skunks are very cute, you know, and and a lot of people think that skunks aren't, you know, they won't hurt you because they're so cute, but they're very powerful, especially when they spray. And it's like they'll warn you first, don't mess with me. And if you do, here's the consequence. So skunk doesn't let anything take its power. It holds on to its own power. So skunk is telling whoever asked this question to hold on to your
Amy.
power and not let anything or anybody rob you of it.
Yeah, boundaries. I want to say also for her, keep clear boundaries. Ooh, I feel this is a message that she needs right now about her boundaries, that somebody is like, weaseling her way in, weasel the way in.
Weasel, yeah. That was good.
Yeah, okay. All right. What do you have?
Okay. Bonita Herring says, Hi, Mel and Kim. So appreciate you being open to answering questions about our spirit animals. Can you please tell me what spirit animals I have and what guidance they can give for my life right now? Love you both and thank you. Oh, that was nice.
I feel like she's got a graceful thing. I mean, a couple, I'm seeing two. They're both long necks. One is a pink flamingo. I also see giraffe. Now, interesting that they both have the long necks, and I don't know yet why I'm seeing these two things, but there's a gracefulness with her. And this is why they have come to be with her, because um, they have a similarity in their gracefulness. So let's just see on the pink flamingo. Okay, I feel there's a need to have a little more fun also. And that's why pink flamingo is showing up, like, just, be who you are, show up, whatever colors you want to wear, just show up and be who you are. Don't be afraid to speak your truth about your soul, whatever your soul wants to express. That's pink flamingo. And also notice that pink flamingo stands on one foot. There's something about that she has ability. I think she might be a good dancer. She has the ability to balance very well, and despite things that are happening around her. So that's why I think about pink flamingo. And when I see the giraffe, there is this, of course, still the gentleness, but the ability to see above everybody else and from a higher perspective of what's happening in the world. I still think she's a good dancer.
I do too. I saw, you know, if you see a flamingo or a heron, I saw as well. When they're trying to take off, they're running, they're running, they're running. It's kind of clumsy and it seems like they're never going to get airborne. It's like, but when they do, all of a sudden this grace takes hold and they're just soaring. And that's what I'm seeing. And I think it's that grace, that holding herself, and that gracefulness as maybe movement. All right. But the movement of spirit, the movement of herself. Uh, and you know, they have keen eye too, as well. You know, they see under the water and they put their head underwater, not to hide, but to see what's going on so they can collect their food. So, in addition to their beauty, they're also excellent hunters. They're very aware of their surroundings. So, that
Mm,
awareness as well.
yeah, I love that pink flamingo. I'm not ever sure I've seen that before. Somebody.
I haven't either, but that was really cool. I've never seen heron. I've never seen heron before either, but there you go.
Hmm. Okay, is it my turn or yours?
And who cares? Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay. Arwen the Gray. Arwen the Gray is asking, always wondered what my spirit animal is and if I even have one, and what is the message? Arwen is Arwen, the Gray. I always like to write the names. It just really helps me tune in.
I'm seeing bear, which is the direction of the west. And bear
Mm,
has to go inward to hibernate to survive. So a lot of times, if it seems like we've been in a funk or depression or limbo, really not that suspended animation. We're just going inside because that's inside our own womb of the earth mother, because that's where our answers lie. And then when bear wakes up in the springtime, bear is hungry because it hasn't eaten, and she's nurturing her young, and she's very powerful. It's about her warrior spirit, not to hurt other things, but to just be powerful of her offspring and her new ideas. So honor your ideas. If you think you aren't getting the answers, you're just have been in a little state of almost suspended animation because you've been hibernating, and you're waking up soon with powerful new ideas. And
oh, that's
right,
beautiful.
right.
Yeah. Another animal I feel with Arwen the Gray is a whale.
Oh,
And I feel whales in the West as well. So this funny about the whale, and I feel like bear and whale are healers. So I think Arwen, please note your healing ability is showing up. I feel quite quite good actually to me when I feel Arwen's like they're saying, hey, this is the call of the bear and the whale together about you being a healer, Arwen. You're a healer, and no, this is not just this lifetime. It's like this is the soul. This is almost the purpose of the soul to be a healer. I feel, whoa, Arwen, I hope you know this. I hope this is resonating with you.
and by the way, when the humpbacks swim down from Alaska to Hawaii and Mexico to breed, they swim down from the place where they were born, and how they remember that they don't know. And essentially, when they mate, they don't eat, and they give birth to their calves, and calves are nursing, but they don't eat that whole time. And then
Wow.
the calves are born and nursed, and they swim back up, and that's when they start eating again. So it's about sustenance here again.
Ooh, amazing. Animals are
And the
amazing.
rhythm of the oceans, the rhythm of the water, the rhythm of life. And if you feel lost, don't worry. You'll find your way back, just like whale does.
Oh, yes. And I feel there's a message in that, Mel. I think there's been a little lost feeling
Right.
lately.
That's the whole thing with bear medicine, to like feeling like almost like depression or limbo or something, or just stuck or
Yeah,
feeling lost, but you're not.
yeah. Not no, but you are a powerful healer. Yeah. Oh, okay, your turn.
All right, let me find one. Uh, hold on just a second. They're asking about spirit. Hold on. Uh, uh, hold on a minute. Oh, this was a good one. This is a little bit different, but BJ says, during the pandemic, we adopted two litter mates, brother and sister. They have the personalities of two litter mates, brother and sister, when I was a kid. Are they the same dog souls from when I was a kid?
Oh, and what's the name of the person again?
BJ.
Okay, BJ. I get a yes, by the way.
So do I. That's what I'm picking up.
And I don't normally get that for the animals like that, but I do.
So do I.
But I almost feel the brother and sister are opposite now. Like whatever one
Yeah.
was
The roles are
sisters.
reversed, right? Like one is the other and the other. I got it. It's like, who's
Yeah,
what? Who's on first?
yeah,
What's on second,
I feel like, yeah, they're just amazing with her. Beautiful, really. It's a reunion, a soul family reunion. How does that work, Mel? I mean, it's amazing.
I don't know, but it works, doesn't it?
Miracles. These are miracles. Really. Woohoo.
Okay.
Okay, me?
Yep.
All right. I have one from Blue Line Man. I know that's kind of a funny name. Blue Line Man. Any messages from my spirit animal, please?
I'm
Who
picking I'm
and
picking up
messages?
I'm picking up dolphin. Um,
Oh.
dolphin is about breathing. Dolphin comes to the surface to breathe, but dolphin, when you see the dolphin on its tail going like that, it's dancing the dance of life, but it's also looking around to see what's around it. And it
Mm.
does that to come to the surface, and when it jumps out of the water, to see where it can find fish, in addition to its echolocation. So it's about using all of its senses, in this case, metaphysical senses as well, to guide us, navigate us on our journey through life, to alert us of the dangers, but also to help others on their life journey. It's about breathing the breath of life as well. And dolphin is
Mm.
free, it swims and it dances and so that's what I'm picking up.
Nice. I got a tiny little bird, and it's to me, it's about listening again to that inner voice. Listen to the inner voice. Don't ever let it, don't ever question it. Just trust that inner voice, because you do have a wonderful inner voice, and many messengers come to you. It's not, and I think there's more. I mean, seems to me, I feel quite a bit more animals too
He does,
around this person. A
absolutely.
lot. Dogs, even, and wolves, hawk. I feel a lot.
It's about echolocation. It's about just trusting. The intuition is our echolocation. So it's dolphin, beluga whale, but also bats. Bats are really amazing creatures because they echolocate. And so, you know,
Oh,
that some of these creatures don't care the difference between night and day because they have other senses to rely on. So
mm-hmm.
it's to rely
Nice.
on our sixth senses, if you will.
Right, right.
Not our sick ones, our sixth ones.
Well, yeah. Well, you should say the ESP, right? Extrasensory.
RESP, correct. RESP senses. How's that?
But I don't know. People, I don't hear people saying that anymore. ESP. I
I
just
still
feel
use
it.
it.
I'm sorry.
I still use it.
You do? Well, I
For
mean,
definition.
yeah. I mean, I think the younger group, the younger crowd, the 20s, 30-year-olds. I don't even know what they.
I don't even know if they know what it means. It
I
stands
know.
for sensory perception.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyway.
I just think of sensitivities. Okay, I think it's no, my turn. My turn. My turn. Okay, Pam. Pam Cunningham. Always wondered who my animal guide is. I have had a lot of pugs also. They come to say hi? So she's got two questions. One, who's her animal guide and what's the message? Pam Cunningham. And then she wants to know about her pugs coming to say hi.
Pugs are
Well,
saying hello, hello, hello.
all the time. All the time. I don't think they've left her.
No, they haven't.
They're like, I feel like a circus over there. I mean, it's like a circus with the pugs.
I agree.
Okay, now her animal guide.
I'm picking up beaver.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
the beaver has the tail to help it swim through water. It's got sharp teeth, and even this little beaver can cut down the biggest trees. And it's about building your own fate. When you feel like things are torn down, remember you have it within you to build. And beaver is able to dam up a river, so it's for protection. It always has an exit, so it knows how to leave. But it's about building. And even if something tears it down, beaver never gives up. It continues to rebuild. So it's about when you feel disempowered, remember, even a tiny beaver can fall a big tree. And so um, your power, even though you might feel diminished with it, can help you fall a big tree to build.
Mm, great. I also feel bear, a brown, to me, it feels like a brown bear, which kind of goes with beaver, in the water like that, and picking up the salmon.
The power of because the beaver does that. It catches food in those pools. And so, and bear does that too. It fishes. And it's about, if you worry about a lack of abundance, don't. You have your own pool. You put up your own dam, and and it will be replenished with abundance of fish and things to sustain you.
Yeah, it's funny because I see Bear the paw showing me the paw and doing this, showing me like I can catch anything. I can do anything. I can take care of myself. It's about power for her power.
Correct. It's about keeping your power and knowing your own power.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, okay. All right. I think it's your turn. I only
Oh,
have one more after this.
I'm sorry.
I only have one more question, by the way. One
Yeah.
more power animal question.
Here's Mary Ann D. My 19-year-old cat Layla has dementia and is getting more feeble. Will she pass on her own, or how will I know when it's time for her to pass? Do my other two dogs that pass communicate with her? Losing fur babies is so hard. Well, when she stops eating and hiding and things like that, then you'll know it's time. But I'm seeing, your other fur babies on the other side, just waiting patiently for her. And they're going to come for her soon. And so, um, eh, I'm not going to say you'll know when it's time to pass, but look for those things when she stops eating or he stops eating and is
Yeah.
hiding and just maybe panting, or me if it's a cat, meowing a lot. So
I also see that if this animal is looking, there's a kitty, right? It looking into space to know that's when the angels are coming. Then
yay. Okay. Yeah, that's true. They see
I
that.
have once when my German Shepherd was getting ready to pass, and I didn't know she was going to pass that night. But my cat, we were looking, we were all sitting together, and my cat who didn't pass, but anyway, she's looking up. I said, "Oh, she's seeing the angels."
They know.
And I knew something was going to happen. And my dog did die that night, just suddenly.
Sounds like the dog had hemangiosarcoma, and sometimes those break open and can cause hemorrhaging, and it's pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She just went out in the backyard and collapsed. That was it.
That's exactly how it works. Um,
Yeah.
but at least she died with you and had
Yeah.
happy and no pain.
Right, right, right. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I
Uh,
guess I have one. So this is my last one I have.
okay, go ahead.
This is from Mary Shazam.
I like the name.
Mary
Mary Shazam.
Shazam.
Sounds like
Mary
Gomer Pyle. Shazam. Remember that?
Mary Shazam is asking, she says she sees hawks too, just like a lot of people are seeing hawks. And what does this mean? And are they my power animal, or do I have others?
You have other power animals, but that's one of them. And here again, messenger of spirit. It's about your spirit guides or your ancestral spirits trying to get in touch with you to give you a message. Nothing bad, but um, when you see hawks, say, "What is the message you have for me?" And the first thing that pops in your head is that message.
Uh-huh. I think so. I agree with that. I also feel with her horse. I feel horse. I see lots of horses. I see white horses. I see almost like she came in on this earth on horse, and she's going to leave this earth on horse. And it's all about the journey and the support that horse brings. And I feel also that must be a love for adventure and travel, because I feel like this is horses bringing her on the adventure and travels. And of
Horse is
course,
about power, and it's about um, not letting things burden you down. And it's also about, you're right, about movement, travel, exploring new territory.
yeah, yeah. So thank you, Mary. Okay.
Okay. Um, okay. There's one more. Midnight Brian says, my daughter's cat baby passed at 18 years old. She is with my daughter now, as she passed as well. But does she still look after me? Do I have different spirit animals? Susan, your daughter and kitty cat are there, cat at one side, daughter on the other, and they're both holding you,
Always.
looking after you. They're cradling you. And then there's this large, here we go with an owl again, and its wings are then surrounding you. And it's looking at
I,
the big, beautiful owl
I
eyes.
feel the owl. It feels like it's a brown and white owl to me.
Yep. And giving you the knowledge and awareness. So
Oh, yes, of course, because also owls around death too,
correct.
can be a messenger around death. I feel the intuition is going to be, if it hasn't already blossomed, it's about to blossom. I mean, this is the time for blossoming intuition. I mean, the time on earth. But this is what I feel.
I agree.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I have. I mean, as far as spirit animals, we have departed animals we'll have to do another time.
We'll do another time. This has
Yeah.
been so much fun. And okay, so here again, I suggest you talk with Kim, Medium Kim. That's the YouTube channel. And then Kim at mediumkim.com.
Okay. Thank
Then,
you.
thanks to Leslie
Woohoo.
sponsoring us tonight. That's mintblizzardsbones.com. So if you got stinky human breath,
Uh-oh. Not even a dog would
Leslie,
like. One for you, one for me. Oh my.
no, the dog will be like, one for you and one for you.
That's awesome. I can't wait to check out her website.
So if you like garlic, you like that Italian food, you like that stuff when you eat onions, it's okay now because all you gotta do is get mintblizzardsbones.com.
She needs t-shirts too.
Oh, it was oh yeah, we gotta get one with a big bone on it. Isn't that cool?
I like it.
And
Oh,
then
this is fun.
and then Leslie can send us one and we'll wear them like not your average psychic, and we can just have, mintblizzardsbones.com.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So you can email Leslie at mintblizzardsbones.com or call 847-350-8223. Mother's Day is coming up. So I would order it. And I don't think that mama's gonna be like, are you trying to tell me something?
Hopefully
Yeah,
she
Ma,
likes
you got
dogs.
stinky breath. Okay, here, try this.
Oh, thank you, Mel. That was fun.
Next week, your show, huh?
Yep. Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Thanks for doing the thumbnails. Kim does the thumbnails and she puts them on her community board and I just post them on mine because you're so talented at it. You're really good at it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, thanks for saying that.
One of these days you got to give me a tutorial. I ask everybody to give me a tutorial. I probably design it. I just don't know how to upload it. I'm so computer illiterate.
Well, we can do it together. I can show you. It's really not that hard if I can do it. And I'm kind of, I'm not really a digital smart ass or anything.
Me either.
I mean, I'm kind of a dumb, on the digital. Oh, well.
We'll call ourselves DD dumb digital people. Dumb digital people. Oh my
But I
God.
can do that. I can do a few little things.
We need mint blizzard bones.
I know. I love it. I can't wait. I'm gonna look that up. Thank you so much, Mel.
Thank you, darling.
Bye, everybody.
Namaste. Love.
Woohoo. Blessings to all the animals that came today.
Yeah.
There was a lot of animals that came.
They did. I love critters.
Me too.
Bye.
Me too. Bye-bye.